Welcome to Capital City News, your source for Salt Lake City news and information. I'm your host, Brian Young, reporting in from the International Peace Gardens. Our interview today is with Kaletta Lynch, the city's new Chief Equity Officer. And to continue our celebration of Pride Month, our History Minute is about the momentous Kitchen versus Herbert decision. But before we get to that, let's take a look at our legislative update, then we'll take a look back and a look ahead.
At its June 2nd meeting, the Council heard a series of briefings regarding the proposed budget and passed a ceremonial resolution to support the Mayor's declaration of June as Pride Month in Salt Lake City. At its June 8th meeting, the Council continued their briefings on the proposed budget and, acting as the redevelopment agency, received public comment on the Utah Theater. An update on funding contingencies for the new 650 South Main Street track station was also heard, as was a follow-up on the RDA budget. To learn more, visit slc.gov/council. Salt Lake City Mayor Erin Mendenhall joined with leaders from the local LGBTQ+ community to raise a rainbow flag above the Salt Lake City and County building in honor of Pride Month.
And you'll see pride flags throughout the city in people's yards and business windows. Because we celebrate diversity here in Salt Lake City, that means accepting, loving, and celebrating people for who they are, recognizing them wherever they may be in their course of life. And that's what this festival is all about. And it's exciting for me as the mayor to help raise that flag today with the Pride Center.
This has become an annual tradition in the city to support the LGBTQ+ community just as the Pride Festival begins. Salt Lake City Public Lands announced the completion of 3 new boat ramps for non-motorized watercraft along the Jordan River. They're located at the Fisher Mansion and the Gadsby and Riverview trailheads. An event was held to celebrate the opening of the ramps with speeches from Mayor Erin Mendenhall, Councilmember James Rogers, and others. For more information, visit slc.gov/parks. The Salt Lake City Council has elected to begin ranked choice voting in our municipal elections beginning this year, foregoing the primary process. Ranked choice voting is a system where voters can use their ballot to not only vote for their preferred candidate, but also indicate their backup choice. To learn more about how you can exercise your right to vote in this manner, visit the City Recorder's Ranked Choice Voting website. Saving water is always smart, and right now it's more important than ever. An easy way to use less water is just to wait an extra day. Watering less frequently will save water and still support a healthy, attractive landscape. Learn more at slc.gov/utilities/conservation. Salt Lake City Parks and Public Lands is making plans to improve Pioneer Park, and they want to hear from you. Join them on June 26th from 6 to 11 p.m. at Pioneer Park to share your ideas for potential improvements and enjoy lawn games, a pickleball clinic, bocce, food trucks, and a special outdoor screening of the film Bend It Like Beckham.
It's the height of spring, and that means road construction season's in full swing. The 3 biggest projects going on in Salt Lake City right now are at 1st South, 3rd West, and 9th East, all happening thanks to the 2018 voter-approved Funding Our Future bond.
Businesses on 3rd West are open and need your support. You can minimize delay by planning ahead. Our advice is to travel outside of rush hour, and remember there are no left turns on 300 West, so make sure to access businesses from the right lane. Get all the info at 300westslc.com. 900 East is being reconstructed from Hollywood Avenue to 2700 South. Business access will be maintained, but drivers and cyclists should be aware of shifting lanes and intermittent closures. The closure on 900 East from Ashton Avenue to just south of Forestdale Golf Course will be in place through June. Construction on 100 South from 900 East to University Street is starting this week. This work will require single-lane closures throughout the project corridor. These projects will continue through construction season to fall 2021. For more information or to see a map of all our Bond Street reconstruction projects, visit slc.gov/bond map.
This week I spoke with Kaletta Lynch. She's Salt Lake City's new Chief Equity Officer, and she and I spoke about how she plans to use her new position to make Salt Lake City a more equitable place for everyone. Watch this.
My name is Kaletta Lynch. I'm the new Chief Equity Officer for the Salt Lake City Mayor's Office. The Chief Equity Officer is in charge of making sure that we make a level playing field for all residents, all visitors, and all within Salt Lake City. And so many people often misperceive that this position is put in place to take things away from people, but it's actually to elevate equity for all people. So we want to make sure that those who ordinarily don't have fair opportunities and fair access to resources have that opportunity. So this is important to me because I live, breathe, and eat diversity, equity, and inclusion work. I've lived it all of my life. And so with my background and my work experience and me, especially being a Black woman and experiencing some of the inequities due to who I am as a person, I know how personal this work is. But in addition to that, the mayor wants to make sure that all people within Salt Lake City have a fair chance and that have a fair opportunity to thrive. And so she has asked me to evaluate and make recommendations in my new position that will make sure that we're opening doors for all to thrive and have access. So right now we're working with consultants to roll out the new equity plan for the entire city. And so we'll be actually working with departments to see how we implement the new initiatives and strategies within the department to make sure that we're elevating equity in each department. In addition to that, we'll be asking for feedback from the community. So this is an open process for the public. And in addition to that, we'll also utilize some of the programs that we already have and some of the boards. So the Human Rights Commission, the Racial Equity and Policing Commission, Know Your Neighbor program. We work a lot in collaboration with that program. We also work with the New Americans program and the Accessibility Committee and on ADA issues. So those are some of the top level things that we will be prioritizing as we move forward. If you're interested in contacting our DEI team, please reach out to us at the Salt Lake City Mayor's Office by phone or email. In addition, if you would like to have your voice heard as part of our boards and commissions, we invite you to the table because those meetings are public. And so the Racial Equity and Policing Commission specifically, and also the Human Rights Commission, they have meetings monthly. And so we invite you to visit the website to see when those meetings are and how you can assess the meeting virtually.
Time now for our History Minute. On December 20th, 2013, the landmark decision was handed down in federal court that Utah's ban on gay marriage was unconstitutional, and marriages between same-sex couples would be legal effective immediately. This was a direct result of the case Kitchen versus Herbert, Kitchen being Derek Kitchen, future Salt Lake City councilperson and state senator, Herbert being then-Governor Gary Herbert. The news tore through the local community, and the Salt Lake County complex, where marriage licenses are issued, became the site of a massive celebration and wedding after wedding after wedding. After hearing the news, Salt Lake City's Mayor Ralph Becker got in a car and raced down to the complex, officiating as many marriages as he could, including then-State Senator Jim DeBacchus. The first happy couple to make it to the courthouse for an impromptu wedding were Michael Ferguson and Seth Anderson, making history as the first same-sex couple to get married in Utah. Hundreds of couples were joined in matrimony in the immediate wake of the Kitchen versus Herbert ruling, proving to be a landmark day in the history of queer culture in Salt Lake City. Thanks for tuning into this installment of Capital City News. Remember, the best way to stay engaged with the city is to stay informed and up to date. To do that, you can follow us on social media at SLC.gov. You can subscribe to us on YouTube or watch us on Channel 17. So, for Salt Lake City TV reporting from the International Peace Gardens, I'm Brian Young. Until next time.